Namaste. So here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're starting to go into autumn and into fall, into winter. The mornings are a little bit darker, a little bit colder, and it makes me not really want to do a yoga practice, even though first thing in the morning I want to move. So I'm calling this like my warm and fuzzy morning practice. It's more than a restorative, but less than a full-on vinyasa class. So I invite you to join me to use this practice when you just want something like cozy for yourself, a practice that's going to move, but in a nice, gentle, cozy way. So as ever, do what is appropriate for your body and leave out anything that doesn't serve you well. I'm going to start in Sukhasana. I'm sitting up on a blanket. You can use a cushion. And I just like to start by pulling out the flesh of my buttocks so that I can feel the feeling of being connected down. If it's first thing in the morning, you might already have that heavy feeling, so you might not need to do this. And then just lean back, extend the legs out nice and wide. Open and close the feet a few times, and then bring the feet back and cross the opposite way. And then taking your hands to your knees, lengthen up through the spine, through the crown of the head. The chin is slightly tucked down, and then we'll take the hands underneath the armpits. And let yourself settle here. Noticing your shoulders. Noticing if one shoulder feels a little bit higher than the other without trying to adjust it. You're just noticing the shape of the body's patterning as it is. And it's a good thing because you want to see at the end how that has shifted. So just let your legs become a little bit heavier. And bring your attention to the pad of the thumbs, just pressing against the chest here. Feel the weight of the elbows down. Notice the place where the hands crisscross, the arms crisscross. And see if you can imagine a point of light right in the center there. And again, if this warm, fuzzy practice is your morning practice, just not having any expectations. See if you can just begin your day focused on you and your body rather than on trying to achieve something, trying to be someone. Start to get intimate with yourself as you change moment to moment. Noticing as you breathe in, there's a slight rise and then the expansion. As you happen to breathe out, there's a feeling of softening down. Maybe you can even exaggerate that. Let your spine kind of decompress a little bit here. Soften down into the pelvis. And then as you happen to breathe in, you feel that lift and lengthening. There's a slight firming of the abdomen here as your body pulls up long. And as you exhale, there's a softening down, and maybe even feeling like almost like a little rounding underneath the pelvis. Do another 3 rounds of this Pada Dirsasana breathing technique. So often the yoga practice is the antidote to doing. It's the undoing, it's the unraveling, it's a quiet space. Taking one more round here. And then quietly slide your hands out from underneath your armpits. Bring the palms together. And see if you can seal the pinky finger and the thumb, and then the other fingers together, leaving a little bit of a gap between the hands. close your eyes and guide the thumbs in towards the chest, but don't let them actually touch your chest. Feeling the hollowness in the hands, imagine that you could breathe in, pulling the air from the center of the hands in through both nostrils, and then breathing out through both nostrils, breathing back into the center of the hands. So you start to energize the hands with your breath. Again, pulling in through the nostrils and letting out through the nostrils into this gap between the hands. Taking one more. And then drop your chin, look down to the middle fingers. You're going to take the fingertips down to the ground, lean back ever so slightly. Let's extend the legs out first. Extend the legs out and then switch the cross again, coming into Sukhasana. You're going to inhale, reaching the left arm up. Exhale, lean into the side. We're going to come through the inhale back up. And then the exhale, the hand reaches down. Nice and slow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean. Using the fingertips, inhale, lift. And exhale, plant. We'll do two more. Inhale. Exhale. So it's a gentle but deliberate movement. Inhale, exhale. And the inhale starts a little bit before the movement. So the inhale furnishes the movement. And then there's a pause, and then the exhale happens as you're moving out of the posture. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. And then you come off your blanket, coming onto hands and knees. And bring the knees together, bring the feet together, the heels together. See if you can take the seat back to the heels. Keep tenting your fingers and walk your fingers all the way towards the front of the mat and just rock a little side to side. Can you release the pelvis further down? Or maybe your forehead is on the mat, or maybe it's just hovering. And then just lengthen the back of the neck by drawing the chin slightly in, and then take your head and turn towards the inner right arm. So you're just reaching your nose up towards the bicep muscle without shifting the shoulders. So the shoulders are locked in place. You're just turning your head in towards the right, almost the nook of the elbow and the shoulder. And then bring your head back to center. And then turn your neck, your head over towards the left side. Your fingertips are tented on the mat. Your buttocks are connected into the heels. And breathe here. And then bring your nose back to center. You're going to inhale, gaze forward, keeping the seat connected down to the heels, and then plant your hands firmly down. So now the full skin, the width of the hands is connected down. See if you can press down into the thumb, just the thumb, and lift the other 4 fingers. And then spread each finger so each one has its own, like a piece of pizza, and push your mat further forward. With that strength, come up onto your hands so that your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Spiral the arms forward and then separate your knees a little wider apart. Tuck your toes and press your chest forward. Inhale, feeling the soft part of the body being offered forward, and then flatten the tops of the feet. Push into the hands and quite strongly push the hands away, letting the hard body, the back side of the body, shine up towards the ceiling. And then see if you can pull the chest forward. As the chest comes forward, tuck the toes, kind of push back a little. Push the chest forward as you breathe in. And then scoop your abdomen, lift your feet, press down into the tops of the feet, and actively engage the core underneath yourself. Look back towards your pelvis. We'll take 3 more. Inhale. Soft body opens, sensory body opens. Exhale, hard body, motor body, skeletal body opens as you round the spine. Now make it a little bit more fluid. Inhale. Exhale. This time less force, nice and soft, about 50%. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to push back a little and then let your arms float all the way up, bending your elbows. Take a little bend in the elbows. Elbows as if you're pulling them down into the pockets of your jeans. Take the gaze up towards the ceiling. So bring the eyeballs in and up to the center of the forehead. And then exhale, turn your palms back and reach back, just hovering. Feel the upper arms engage. Soft bend in the elbows. Inhale. Exhale, pull back and extend the arms long. 3 more times. Maybe you even do this with the eyes closed. Inhale. So again, if this is your warm and fuzzy morning practice, we're waking the body up in a very deliberate and respectful way. Last time, standing back through the fingers, see if you can just hover here and then take the left hand down. Come so that your shoulders are really over the wrists, and then rotate that right arm up towards the ceiling. You're going to thread the needle. So thread and extend, but don't actually lay the arm down. Press down into the left arm. Inhale, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, bend the elbow. Bicep engages. Hover. Last time. Inhale. And then this time, take it all the way and take the hand down. Press the right temple down and extend the left fingers forward. Notice what's happened to your hips and see if you can keep the hips very squared off so the spinal column is long. And this is an unusual place to be in, so take advantage of the part of the body that has opened for you in this thread the needle. And if you'd like to bring a little bit more balance, then bring the left hand back, extend the left leg out. You can either keep the foot on the floor or option to lift that left leg up. Now, these are just options. Some days you might want this kind of engagement to be a little bit more awake, and other days you might just feel like you're working on feeling into the back of the shoulder. And then pressing down into the left hand, bring yourself back up. Take that right hand forward and take the right foot out to the side. You're going to turn yourself underneath your armpit, so you're rotating around. Come back to center, tuck the left toes, and then push yourself back towards your heel. So the right hand is forward, the right leg is out. The toes of the left foot are tucked under. And you're pushing back to open the toes. Come back up, and then bring the right hand back underneath you. And bring the right knee back to meet left. Tucking your toes, inhale, reaching forward, exhale, rounding. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Push back just a little so that the weight comes into the bottom part of the body, and then lift the arms up. Bending the elbows, inhale. And this time, keeping the toes tucked, exhale, come forward. Inhale, reaching up. Bend the elbows. And exhale, reaching back. Last time, inhale. Exhale, hover here. And then take the right hand down. Rotate the left palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, and then bend at the left elbow. And just hover the arm, like if you're about to come in to thread the needle. Hover, press into the right arm, reaching it up. Exhale, thread under and hover. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Place it all the way down. And again, right hand can stay if you're working on opening the shoulder. We often get into a mindset that one thing is better than another, more advanced is better. It's not. Coming back to the fact that the postures are just about moving energy into specific areas. So if you're working to move the energy into the back of the chest and the shoulders, then stay here. If you like, you can crawl that right hand forward and extend the right leg back. That is going to bring the energy more towards the hip. And if you want a little bit more of fire, a little bit more focus, then lifting the right leg up and holding. But you can't be doing all three at once, right? So choose whether you're working on focus, whether you're working in balance, whether you're working on shoulder opening, or whether you're working on hip opening. And then slowly bring yourself back down. Move that right hand back in front of your face. And then pressing down, take that left hand forward. And take the left foot out to the side. So it's a variation of Parigasana or towards gate pose. Reach your seat back towards your toes. Your toes are tucked under. Holding here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Come back up. Inhale. Take it back again. Push back. And then bringing your left hand down, right hand to meet it. Bring the left foot back to meet right. From here, keeping the toes tucked under, slide your hands up your thigh, take your hands to your back of your waist and just move your pelvis slightly forward. And then from here, reaching the arms all the way up overhead, interlace the fingers, point the pointer fingers forward, and then flatten the tops of the feet. You're gonna see if you can lean into the left knee and come forward into a low lunge. Then taking the hands down to your blocks, just support your hands on your blocks. Chest is nice and open. Deep breath in. Exhale. If you like, you can tuck your back toes and straighten the back leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Gaze point is fixed. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Lower the back knee. Just pull that leg back and then take that right knee back to meet the left. And then from here, we'll take the other side. So taking the left foot forward, grab your blocks, flatten the top of the foot, press down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Think of sending energy into the part that feels kind of stagnant or congested. If you like, tuck your back toes and straighten the back leg. And then from here, lower the back knee down, slide the left knee back to meet the right. And come back to sit on your heels. This time we'll take Vajrasana opposite way. So interlace the fingers opposite way, pointer finger extends, reach the arms all the way up. And then release the hands all the way down. And so we start to come back to a comfortable seated position. Let's take Baddha Konasana, so butterfly pose or bound ankle pose, bringing the soles of the feet together. Maybe you use some blocks underneath your knees. That can be really nice. Interlace the fingers, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, and then exhale. Just lean forward, taking the elbows to the shins. Closing your eyes, draw the chin slightly in so that the back of the neck is long. See if you can soften into the tissue. Bringing breath there. As long as you're feeling like there's some pulsation, right? Pulsation is life force. When we feel contracted, or we've gone too far, we're really like locked in the postures, we're actually choking the life force. So making sure that you can feel like this little pulse underneath your skin in the fascial tissue. So you really get the most from your practice. And slowly coming back up, bringing the knees together, crossing at your ankles, and just letting your thighs rest onto your blocks. We'll finish with a twist. So reaching the arms all the way up overhead, and then taking a twist over to the left side. Relax your elbows down. And think of the heart and the nose, the tip of the nose and the center of the chest being in alignment. So you're not leaning back or forward. And there's some sense of a plumb line from the crown of the head all the way down into the ground. Imagine as you're breathing in, you're breathing like a vacuum up that, like it's pulling energy up. But then as you exhale, there's a feeling of almost like a shower of energy down and out through your limbs. So you're balancing that shtiram, that feeling of pulling in and up, with the sukham, the ease, the softening. Right? You're neither in one too much or the other. And then you'll let your eyes open, reaching the arms back up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, taking the opposite side. And then releasing that, bringing the arms back up. Exhale, taking the hands back underneath your armpits for Padadirsasana. Closing your eyes. Feel the warmth of the hands coming through the skin. Soften the roof of the mouth. And so letting that prana, or the prana that we collect in the hands, is called tejas. Letting it infuse your chest. Feeling a warmth coming into your tissues. Letting that warmth spread through the whole body like a golden mist. Relaxing your face, your eyes, your jaw. And then you're going to slide your hands out from underneath your armpits and cross your arms so that your hands are resting on your shoulders. Let your shoulders relax down, and your hands kind of press the shoulders down a little bit more. Feel steady and stable, kind of at home in yourself. And then you're going to bring your hands together in Namaskar Mudra. So palms this time are touching, feeling the heat and the radiance between the pads of the hands, left to right, right to left. Keeping your hands right in front of your face. So see if you can line up the chin with the heel of the hand. And then see if you can just gently bow forward with your head and where your thumbs touch will be your third eye. Relax your gaze here. And promise yourself that you will allow inspiration, genius, your higher self into your life today. Lift your head, bring your palms to heart center. And thank you for practicing this gentle, warm, fuzzy yoga sequence for when you don't feel like doing restorative, but you do want to move a little. Hari Om, Om Tat Sat, Namaste.